Peace. Just want to come back real quick with video, man. Hopefully, first and foremost, the Most High House shall is blessing your day by His mercies. We aren't consumed. And yeah, man, I just want to go into something real quick, man, because I was talking about this, early. I was talking about this with my brother when he was over here, yeah, man, and we was kind of having a conversation long, like we just going over the word, man. It was like kind of beautiful how like kind of apostles did, like going house to house, like daily day breaking bread, going over the word, things of that nature, man. This came up actually, but I think we was actually talking about this. Like, first and foremost, yeah, I want most on your house, y'all blessing your day, man. And, we out there showing that love and kindness to our people in the word, out the word, man, being the light, being the children of light, pretty much, too, before I said that. But also, too, before, I think we talking about this on the phone one time in the conference. We was talking about this a while back, but, because it's crazy because that's how things always start off at in the spiritual aspect, man. And you see how these regular dynamics in life, but it all comes down to like spiritual aspects. Shout out to Brother Assembly of Firstborn, because that's what that happens, man. Because I'm really going to get into this. It's really deep. It's really going into like, what, because honestly, too, because yeah, that's what we used to talk about one of my brothers, he's saying like how he was kind of misconstruing like how like we're not really supposed to say in Exodus, which I'm about to get no other gods, so we're not even supposed to mention the name of other gods. And I was telling him, no, that's not what's necessary. What that's kind of getting into, but I mean, because other gods is named in the scriptures, like there's plenty of other gods like that's named in the scriptures that we were worshiping, that other nations worship, and also we were worshiping things of that nature. But and gods that the Most High destroyed, but the Most High house shall destroy, but. Also, but that's going to go into the Exodus 23 and 13 is to go into reverence. Actually, let's get it real quick. So, because I've kind of been sitting on this, I've been waiting to do this. I meant to do this the other day, but, because shout out Brother Assembly Firstborn, because one I'm about to, he kind of brought out, and also, too, this is a very true dynamic, man, because, let's get the Exodus 23 real quick, man. Exodus 23 and verse Exodus 23 and verse 13, it says, and in all things I have said unto you, you be circumspect. Oh, that's kind of a like where probably Paul got walk circumspectly from, but anyway, that's just or not, probably not, it's just me. But anyway, be circumspect. I'm gonna kind of note that down though, and make no mention of the name of other gods. Neither let them be heard out of thy mouth. So yeah, let me read this again. It says, "In all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and and make no mention of the names of other gods, and neither let that be heard out of thy mouth." So yeah, man, this is going into reverence, man. Don't be even reverencing other gods, man. Because like, listen, because why? Because you just come out of Egypt, things of that nature, man. So it's like, listen, all those other gods, leave that on that side, which I'm about to get in Joshua, man. But it goes in the aspect of like, in relationship. Why do you think men always like, where do you think this dynamic comes from? Like men, like, with a woman that's why a woman shouldn't be like, have been going to different men. That's why, like, in our law in ancient world, like, even in the ancient world with other nations or with us, like, the woman was given off to, like, into marriage by her father, man, and that was it, man, because like, women shouldn't choose her man, because it's going to be different spirits, and it's like different. She's not going to know how to be a wife to that, because it's like you got so much, like, you gonna want this, like the brother, some people Firstborn say, you gonna want you gonna want a nigga that don't even exist. You want a thug, but he's a spiritual man, but but then he's a Wall Street guy. Then he's basically like, you want that all in one. It's like, man, you want a Frankenstein at that point, man. But that's why you think that, like, that dynamic comes from, like, actually even like even in the world, even in life like that. Man, listen, don't bring your ex's name up. Don't bring that up to me. I'm not them. That's what the Most High is saying here. That's what the Most High is saying here. No, all those other guys stuff like that. Because why? Because like, that's bad. Because like, honestly, because you're gonna bring that mentality of what you learned or to hear in the Lord's house. And the Lord, what does Ecclesiastes 5:1 said, watch, keep your foot before you enter the Lord's house, man. Like, leave that, all that stuff, leave that out there, man. All these other gods, I'm not them. So don't even compare me to them. If you might as well go be with them if that's what you, because I'm not changing. What do you say in Malachi? Like, in Hebrews, like, Most High and Yahshua, but they change not. They're the same forever. So I'm not changing for you. No, that's is what it is. If you want to be with them, go be with them. Same thing, even as men, man. Because honestly, like, I'm pretty sure y'all brothers kind of probably went through this. I really can't say. Well, I seen it happen. I really can't say I've been through this because I never was like that's not been like a whole like relationship like that. I mean, over my life I talked to people in a relationship, no. But I just know what, like, based off what I seen and like the people I know, people I grew up with or that I know the experiences, man, that they should, like, listen, man, don't compare me to them. I'm not them. I'm not your exes. I'm not them. No, leave that over there, man. But because I'm gonna get into that a little more though. Let's get to Joshua though to that point. Because this is all what the Most High in your house are saying. It's all what that's what that means. It's not saying you can't, mention other gods, man. Because Astaroth is in here, Dagon, or what other false gods? All the Egyptian gods, even secular outside of history, like those other gods and things of that nature. Like Zeus is in here, of course, in Maccabees, or it's all other guys isn't mentioned in here. I'm just thinking off the top of my head right now. It's kind of a little foggy, but yeah, let me get this. Like, yeah, that's this aspect too. Is what Joshua chapter 24 and verse 14. It says, "Now therefore fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and truth." Line up with John 4 and 24. And sincerity and truth. And put away the other gods which your fathers served from the other side of the flood in Egypt. And serve ye the Lord. Exactly. That's like what we just said. Like, all that stuff, like all the gods you was worshiping in Egypt, leave that over there. Don't bring that to me. Don't bring all that stuff in the new relationship that you have, man. This new this with me in your walk with you serving me. Leave that them. I'm not them. No, I'm better than them. For honestly, the Most High, listen, I'm supreme. I'm better than them. Don't even mention them to me. Like, because a lot of times it's too like shout out to brother Simbi Firstborn too. Because like most of the time, like most I knows about like the other gods of the other nations, or like gods of other nations, or pagan gods, or gods of the spirit of other religions or something like that, or other denominations, man. They pretty much go off your like your lust, man. They pretty much like they play off of like they don't really usually have a standard. Like that's why I think people don't like the Most High house shop, because they have an actual standard. Like yeah, and they actually will take you to task for it. I mean, it's I know it's been taught like that they won't, because usually times in like not only Christianity but other denominations, they just like they kind of misconstrue what the mercy and grace things in that nature, man. They kind of misconstrue that, saying you can pretty much do what you want. That's not the case, but it is what it is. Not just Christianity, just other denominations as well that use the scriptures. But yeah, man. But the other guys usually don't have a standard. You can do what you want, or they will reward you according to your lust, man. Because I didn't know this, but like I know some stuff about the Quran, but I heard in the Quran in the kingdom. I mean, in their kingdom, Allah or whoever, or Muhammad will bless you with 10 wives and things of that nature. And it's like, listen, the Most High, your house child, listen, they kingdom, man, that's not even the case. They're not going to reward you according to your lust. Because a lot of times, too, people think the Most High is like just a genie, He's just ask for something, like, he's just supposed to grant you every wish, like, no, man, that's not how he works. Like, listen, like what did Yahushua say? Listen, seek ye the kingdom of heaven first. Do what I say first. First, or serve me in sincerity and truth and faith. Then I might hit you off at the back end with this and that. Like, you keep me first. Like, then like, what did he say too? Isaiah 51, 50, I think 52. He said, listen, I am the war. He's a war on this side and on the next, man. So that's what it is, man. So you don't like that, go somewhere else with that. But let me read this again. It says, Joshua chapter 24, verse 14, it says, "Now therefore fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and truth, and put away the gods of your which your fathers served on the other side of the flood in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord." Exactly, man. So yeah. Like I said, like, if you don't, like, most times, like, listen, like, same thing, even, like, on the natural sense, with the same dynamic here, with, like, with, with a man and woman. Like, listen, you don't like that. Well, if you talking about them all the same, that's why going back to Exodus, like what we just read. That's why, like, listen, if you talk about them all the time, or when I was here and this and that, we had to do this, or like because I remember talking about like actually kind of what he's talking about, like this whole week actually kind of something similar I'm going through now, like because a lot of times certain people come in this walk, like and it's like they feel like their life is supposed to get better, like which it is, but it's like not like you're not going through trials and tribulations. Let's go to Acts 14 real quick, man, because honestly, I had to be reminded of this, man, because I remember talking to an elder brother, like we was talking like a while back. He's like, listen, because a lot of times people he was even said this. He said, listen, man, a lot of people come in this word, and they're like, no, your life is supposed to get better. It's like, oh, okay, then we get to Sirach too after that, but But it will, because the Most High Yahweh shall reveal Himself to you, reveal the words of everlasting life to you. But also you're gonna go through some things, man. That's just is what it is. Not only in life, but if you want the war, of course, like not only in life, but why like of course you're just going through life, the life experiences naturally, because it's true. Like you can see that in the world, but also too like in the word, man. But but why? Because other people went through it, man. Like there's no temptation uncommon to man. Like that's what it says in Revelation 6 and 10, 11. To all others, like saints, all other ones that have genealogies in heaven or that will be in the kingdom, they're going to have to go through it as well. That's why it says that in Revelation 6 and 11, because your forefathers or ancestors, the sons of God, like the men that the Most High Yahweh stand went through. Yahweh himself went through it. So it is what it is. But gotta remember that, man, because that's what it. Let me just get this Acts real quick, because that's what it is. Because a lot of times, like some people come in this mentality. It's like, okay, well, when I was when I was in Christianity, so that it wasn't like this and this and this, or when I was in Islam, this and this, when I was this and this, and they're like, listen, you gotta leave that out there. Like even if he wasn't, like even sometimes, like I wasn't like the thing about me is when I was growing up going to Christian church, and plus I've been to Kingdom Hall before because my dad's a Jehovah's Witness. I wasn't as hard body in those things, so that's why. So I mean, but even that, some of that mentality I had to kill and stuff like that, or even if he was just in the world, like in the before he came in the word, like things before he came in the word, that's just like certain things you had to. That's why the Most High House shot. That's why it goes into killing off the old man. Each and each like kill, like the Romans 2. No, that was a precept. That was a precept of the day. The verse of the day of in the Discord app. Romans that yeah, it was Romans 12 and 2, like 12 and 1 and 2, like one of my favorites. Like you gotta renew your mind, unlearn what you learn. So, but let me get this Acts real quick. Then I'm gonna hit the Sirach too. Real quick, just take a little detour because that's not where I was going, but hey. Acts 14:2. Acts 14:22, and confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Yeah, so let me get this again. Acts 14:22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Yeah, man. So that's what he's gonna go through it to get in there, man. So I gotta remember that too, man. It's like it is what it is, man. You gotta go through things, man. Not only life, you're gonna go through things, but you. Let's get to Sirach, man. Seriously, man. So, that's just is what it is too. Especially like even me, like at 1 Peter 2:20, so key, like especially if I do something wrong or sin, transgress or whatever, like and you can't expect a reward for something like that. That's something that you did, like you can't expect a reward for something that's self-inflicted as well, like or just hey, you just want a reward for going through trials and tribulations. No, it's just part of life. Or the Most High Yahweh might just put you through that. They might hit you off with something, like they might, but but hey, I'm just gonna go through. You don't get no reward just for going through it. I mean. Like spiritually, not going through a kingdom like we just read, you will. But I'm saying on natural set, on this side, it's like okay, you just went through trials and tribulation. We're up here, like you're not like don't expect to, like yeah, or the good, or if you do get the good part, it's not gonna come when you want to come. Like it's gonna come like that's what Sirach 51:30 says. Work your work per times. In His time He'll give you the reward. So that's just is what it is, man. I'm saying this because I had to remember this stuff, man. Because, yeah, let's get this to that point. Like, this is a quick detour. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, my son. No, it says, my son, exactly, my son. If in those two, it says, listen, like John says, listen, he gave him power to be the sons of Yahweh, sons of him, and the Most High, like sons of him and the Most High, sons of sons of God. Like, that's what it says. That's what it says. Like, but like. I'm gonna get that John real quick. This John real quick. Let's go to John 1 real quick. Just real quick, man, because he says my son. Just a detour, because I'm a little detouring a little bit, but we're gonna get back. But it's all good. Shoot. Spirits as a win, like Yahushua said. But Ooh, this is key too. But John chapter 1, verse 12. But as many as received him, then he gave them power to be the sons of Yahweh, and even to them that believe on his name. Exactly. So exactly, that's to be received of him, to be his son. That's why the video, we talked about a few weeks ago, a while back, we could, if you're not, you can't even enter like that Deuteronomy 23 says, or like Hebrews, if you don't get despise the Lord's chastisement or can't be chastised of the Lord, you're a bastard, man. You can't even enter the congregation of the Lord. You'll be a bastard, man. Spiritually, because that's going into quote unquote in context, that's going into Deuteronomy 23 of a son with a mixed quote unquote mixed lineage, pretty much. But let me grab this too. But in Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 2, a bastard shall not enter in the congregation of the Lord. To even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord. Yeah, so a spiritual bastard, man. So that's why Deuteronomy 8 and 5 in Hebrews and Job, don't the Lord's chastisement. But going back to this, that's why it says my son. You're going to be received of him. You're going to go through this, man. Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 2, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord and prepare thy soul for temptation. Yeah, man, so you're going to go through it, man. So, but, it says, set thy heart right, constantly endure, and make not to hasten in time of trouble. So, yeah, but, it says, yeah, man, so you already know what it is, man. So, going back to that point, man, because, even I came into work kind of with that, mentality, man, for a while. But, now I'm constantly kind of trying to kill it off, but it is what it is, man. Like my pop even told me one time, he said, listen, man, life, of course, y'all pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters, y'all peoples, y'all loved ones, if whoever raised y'all told you this too, life isn't always gonna go the way you want it to go, man. It's not. So, and that's the same goes to that Hebrews 12 and 9. If my natural father's saying this, so what do you think my heavenly father's saying? What do you think they saying? So, I kind of took a little detour, but it's all good, man. It's all good. Let's go to Judges though, real quick. Yeah, man, because going back to that point, you might as well be with them, man. You might as well go be with them. Oh, man. Oh, shit, I'm way off. I'm tripping. They playing this music. I thought the system moved. It might be somebody else, though. I got musical chairs up there. I mean, shoot. I don't know what about. I ain't gonna worry about that. Here's what it is. Judges chapter 10, verse. Judges chapter 10, verse 13. It says, yeah, exactly, and that like I was just going into, we were just talking about, listen, you want to be with them, the reverence of the gods, name of the gods, or this person wasn't the same thing with a woman with a man, or this even vice versa sometimes, but I noticed this was more because men do this as well, but I noticed this more women kind of do this, they could even if you are a sister, even if you are, even sisters that's watching, if you're a woman, constantly, No, that kind of happens. There's more. I see this more with like men, more women do this per se. Like oh yeah, this person wasn't like this or this person like this. Oh, when I was with him, this and this and this. Or I was with them, this and this and this. Like you might as well go be with them. Same thing on what aspect. Like that's what that Joshua 24:14. Like all these other gods, or same thing. Like we was talking about. Listen, if you you might as well go be with them. Don't come here with that because I'm not them. Because he's actually him. Because I know we live in the era. I was talking about that with my actual brother yesterday. We live in the that Second Timothy, the lovers of themselves. Like people both so prideful. Like the whole I'm him here. The Most High house. They're really him. They're really actually who they are. They're really certified. So it is what it is with that. But yeah, but Judges chapter 10 verse 13, it says, yet ye forsaken me and serve other gods, wherefore I will deliver you no more. Verse 14, here's the point. Go and cry unto the other gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, go cry to them. Don't yeah, exactly. Don't even don't seek me now, man. It's that Proverbs 1 and 28 to 30, man. So that's that. Yeah, listen, don't even pretty much, man. Don't even don't come over here. Like take that over there. Like you want to be with them. Like be with them, man. Don't you constantly reverence them. Like always want to be with them. Yeah, be with them. Go serve Ashtaroth. Go with Molech. Go with Dagon. Go with them over there, man. Don't yeah, go serve. Yeah, go serve. What's that in Jeremiah? Uh, the Queen of Heaven, Jeremiah. Go. Yeah, go serve all those other. Go serve Baal. Like go serve them. But don't come here with that, man. Same thing with man. Like as brothers, listen. You keep talking about this, man. Go be with him. Go be with them. Don't come over here with them. Don't compare everything I do to them, man. Because I'm not them. So don't. That's where that dynamic comes from, man. So So yeah, man. Let me get this Ezekiel real quick, man. 16:33, man, because this is our people, spiritual. Because our people are like, are into so many things, man. Our people are so many things, man. It's like the spiritual hoarder, man. Exactly. That's why and I went into that. No, let me grab this too. Ecclesiastes. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Ezekiel chapter 16 verse 33. It says, and they give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thy gift to all thy lovers, and hires them that they might come unto thee on every side of thy whoredom. Exactly. So yeah, man, that spiritual whoredom, man. I wondered that in what was that with the they opened it anyway. It was somewhere in Ezekiel. I think this might have been it, but what it says is they opened their legs every like it's kind of like what Sirach says, like you open up like spiritually, like you're like a hoe, like you open up your legs to everybody, like spiritually. Our people do that, like spiritual whoredom, like open up your legs to all different types of religions, philosophies, or like doctrines, or like other gods or other things of that nature, man. That's just dealing with the on the left hand side, Kemetic Babylonian Mystery School system, Luciferians, things of that nature, man. So that's what it is too, man. Like our people are caught up in that, So let me grab that. Let me grab the Sirach, because I'm not sure that was the one I wanted. But I'll read this again. It said, they give gifts to all whores, but thou givest thy gifts to all thy lovers, and hires them that they may come unto thee with every side of whoredom. Exactly, yeah. Ecclesiastes also known as Sirach chapter 26, verse 3, verse in verse 12. It says, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and will drink of every water near her. By every head she will sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. So yeah, man, it's going to like a hoe pretty much, man, a harlot, man. So spiritually like that. Hosea, let's go to Hosea 2:5 real quick. Hosea 2:5. I mean 2:4. It says, Hosea. I started Hosea 2:4. He says, "And I will have mercy upon her children, for they will be the children of whoredoms. For their mother hath played the harlot; she hath conceived them and hath done shamefully. She said, I'll go after my lovers," just like we kind of Ezekiel, "that give me bread and my water, my wool and my flax, and my oil and my drink." Exactly, man. So yeah, that's spiritual whore. Yeah, man, spiritual order, man. That's this is what it is, man. Because a lot of times, like the brother somebody first one said, a lot of times, like, when reading stuff about, like, women in the scriptures as well, it's actually talking about, like, the nations. It's actually talking about men as well, like, spiritually, because Jeremiah 6:2. It's all coming to a similar dynamic, man. So that's the thing too. But but yeah, man, that's just is what it is, though, man. Because that's why I did that video about there's no wickedness as weakness of woman, like, and that's just is what it is. It's like, and I talked about how, like, like how he killed Yahushua, man. That's just wickedness of the woman, Jeremiah 6:2. But also too, a natural son, you know what I mean, is what it is. Like, it can't be upset about it. It's the words of the Most High Yahushua. It's the words of God right there, man. Like any woman, like, like you can't be like, even like for the sisters out there, like, in the word, even out the word, or even if you're in Christianity, Jehovah's Witness, you can't get mad at scripture like that just for the sake of like, female hegemony, just for like the sake of, like, us not being wrong, or us coming together for the masculine principle, man, or just the masculine, like, just like you're willing to like, be upset with that, upset with the word of the Most High, just because, like, you don't want to break some type of female hegemony, female not male, I mean not female hegemony, to go against male hegemony, pretty much, or go for some type of camaraderie amongst, like, women, pretty much. But that's another story for another day. But anyway, yeah, man. But like I said, man, that's the reason why, man, that like, no other gods before me, because that's why you think, you get the, why you don't get that, the constant compare other men. That's where you get the Jada Pinkett Smith from. That's what you get that from, like, the Tupac and Will Smith. Like, bro, she's been talking about, like, reverencing, like, this man has been dead for 30 plus years, like, and she's married. But to see that's spiritually, like, how the Most High House looks at you as a Jada Pinkett Smith when you do that, like, bring all that other stuff here. That's crazy, because I was just thinking about that. No, let me get the Ecclesiastes 5:1, because I was thinking about that earlier in the shower for some reason. But yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. That's why you think in the natural sense men don't like that. Let's listen. Don't compare. Don't compare me to them, man. I'm about to hit that Sirach too after this, cause Ecclesiastes 5:1. It says, "Keep thy foot when thou goest near the house of Yahweh. Be more ready to hear and to give a sacrifice of fools, for they could consider that they do." Consider not they do evil. Yeah, I'm going to read this right again. Keep thy foot, Ecclesiastes 5:1. It says, "Keep thy foot when thou goest in the house of Yahweh. Be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil." Exactly. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is with that, man. Seriously. Yeah, man, exactly. So, like, what, like, all that stuff, leave that outside the house of the Lord, man. Like, inside your house, man. Exactly. Not only if you're part of a congregation, congregation, church, or whatever, like, leave, but inwardly, man, leave that outside there, man. Exactly, because your body, like, your body's a temple, like, John 2, Yahushua spake the temple, and it's talking about himself, his body, man. In the body of Yahushua, man. Yeah, stuff outside there, but yeah, man, that's just that Will Smith and, like, that Jay Pinkett Smith and whole things like that, man. It's like the same thing, like, let me get this Ecclesiastes real quick, man, because that's just is what it is too, man, because yeah, even if in the word, outside the word, man, because, like, reason why I say that, like, shout out to Brother Assembly firstborn. Now I'm thinking about it now, it's like, it's depending on too how you're raised and things of that nature, but too, like the brother said, because this too, I might have to do a video on this, because a lot of times too in a professional in the in the professional world, in the business world, in the employment world, and out there in the regular life. And as far as jobs things that nature, they call it transferable skills, because a lot of things, like, say if you say something that you did growing up, or a job that you had before, like, you have certain skills that can relate to that other job. Just like, the brothers from Assembly Firstborn said, they said, listen, man, like, it'll have a bunch of transferable skills, like, if for one, if you just have principles as a man, then, like, you lose that transfer, and then come in the word, like, honestly, like, is, certain things I still, like I said, I had to renew my mind, unlearn certain things, man. It's unlearn certain, like, behaviors that aren't masculine, man, that I learned from, like, like my mom, or, because my pop's in Now's life, or, like, other people, like other, like, women I was under, like women that was under, but mostly, like, my mom, or just that thought, like, that thought, I had to lose that. But also too, what was I going to say? Gosh, it's slipped my mind. Oh man. But 2 years still remember things that even my pops told me, or like, but yeah, like, yeah, certain things that are going to be transferable, like, things that, like, that does, it's going to be transferable skills, like certain things that, like, principles that's made that does transfer, like, and then once you read the word, like, okay, the Most High Yahushua, oh, this is things he stands on, like, these are the principles he stands on, this lines up with the word. It's something like, my pops told me, or the like, or my uncle told me, or, like, the old OGs, or certain elders, more per se, certain elders taught me, like, growing up around the way, or certain OGs even taught me. So okay, this lines up with that. So that's all that transferable skills. Lord willing, I had to talk about that soon. But yeah, man, that's why I said, like, even, like, Paul said, I speak as a man, like, certain times, even as a man, like, you have to have principles like that. So that's why it's like, even good, it's like in the word. That's why it's our people need to hear this stuff in the word and out the word, man. Just like the brother, shout out brother, the elder brother Judah Mack and Mashrathi, like, I think Mashrathi said one time on the class, he said, listen, man, like, even if you don't believe, like, isn't this like what the Most High House gives in His word? Isn't this good advice? Like, not to, like, mess with, sleep with other, like, men's wives, or commit adultery, or, like, be malicious, be slanderous, be bearing false witness, or, isn't this most of this stuff just good advice, like, good game, like he giving you? But, it is what it is. Let me grab this Ecclesiastes 4 and verse 22, man, because, like, a lot of times this is what happened with Cain. This is going to comparing yourself, pretty much, like, that's why Yahushua said, listen, I find no honor amongst men. Because, listen, man, like, I'm gonna say this, read this in this aspect, because I go over the scripture many times about not comparing yourself to anybody, or things that nature. Oh, my bad, hold on. Oh, my bad, y'all, it's a little cold. Yeah, I mentioned this with shoot, hold on. Yeah, I mentioned this too, like the scripture too, but I'm just gonna say this for, like, for brothers in the word, or even outside the word, man. Like, and for, like, your significant other, your woman or wife or whoever, constantly, like, compares you, or constantly, like, talks about references another man like that, like, like, this, do this, and also too, like, like do what Judges, or like what the Most High said, listen, go be, or Joshua, or Judges, like, read, all right, go be with them, don't come in here with that, like, this might as well be with them, don't be around me constantly talking about that. But let me get this Ecclesiastes, also known as right, chapter 4 verse 22. It says, accept no person against thy soul, and let not that reverence of any man cause thee to fall. Yeah, man, exactly, man. So don't cause that, like, or even if you just get to know a woman, she constantly, like, keeps talking about that, so listen, no, just go, like, do the whole new edition, sorry, you're not my kind of girl, like, you gotta do like that, put that song on, because yeah, that's just not it right there. But yeah, man, that's just what it is. And I'm bringing this up because this things is all, like, shout out brother Kwame Call, but brothers like Mashah, and, like, brothers like Akawar, because it all starts in the spiritual aspect. It then manifests itself to the physical, on the natural. Because this is all where it comes from, man. That's all the Most I was saying, like, have no other gods for me. Don't be reverencing other gods. Don't be even mentioning them around me. Listen, I'm not them. So, I'm the Alpha Omega. Like, I'm the Ancient of Days. I'm the Father of Lights. Don't even, like, I'm the Eternal One. I'm the, like, I'm that, like, yeah, man, exactly. He's the Yeah. He's the only wise. Like, they're the only wise. And I say that both Most High Yahshua, because they're damn near one. Like, on the same, not the same entity, but they're on one accord. That y'all we kind of went over that, but yeah, man, that's just is what it is for that, man. So don't even come to me with that, man. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. Because okay, wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's really crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I just read Sirach 42 and 22, 4 and 22, but that wasn't like that was actually on written down, but I forgot that was written down because I kind of did some commentary on it because it is what it is with that. But yeah, man. So I'll praise the Most High House shot for that. But yeah, man, that's what it really means when it goes into have no other gods before me, man. So that's what he's going into, man. So hopefully this is edifying. So peace.